Hi everyone, Igor from Vinous Reverie here. It's time for June's wine club selection. So I'm here to give like a brief overview about the wines we have today. So let's start with the first one. We're going to have the white wines first from the Adventurous Club. And this is a very exciting wine. This is from Escudo Rojo estate in Chile. So what's kind of special about this wine? It's made by the Baron Rothschild family. And they're of course famous for the first growth of Mouton Rothschild and Opus One. So now they're trying to get their hands in Chile, and they're making this beautiful, creamy, Pacific Coast influenced Chardonnay. So I think White Wines Club, then you'll get one of these. All right, something much more unusual. So the grape is Posip, and it comes from the Korčula island, right within Croatia. In the Adriatic Sea. So it's one of the indigenous grapes, but grapes been made on the island since the Greek times. So this is a beautiful, mineral-driven, exciting white wine from the island. It has great texture, and you've never had wines from Croatia. I think this would be a great introduction. So for the White Wine Club, this is what you get. All right. For the mixed club, you get the Posip from Croatia, and then you get a classic, Rioja Reserva. So Rioja, the specialty Rioja is the Tempranillo grape, and Reserva it's one of the ways that you age the wine. So basically, Reserva means that it's aged for at least 3 years before it's released, and at least one of those years has to be in a cask or a barrel. And the idea is that you use better grapes than Crianza, which is a lower level designation, and you get very nice wine. So this is from 2017, just released in the marketplace. 5 years, so it's above the minimum standards of 3 years. And this is, I think, a classic expression of Tempranillo. There's a leather note, smokiness, just a great medium-bodied wine. So I think if you're in a mixed club, you get this one as well. And then for the red club, you get the Rioja, and the other one is Super Tuscan. So for those not familiar with Super Tuscan, it's kind of a generic term. It comes from the Tuscan coast within Tuscany, right on the Mediterranean. So the reason it's called Super Tuscan is because in the past it wasn't really fitted in within any of the regulations. A lot of the Tuscany-based red wines come from the Sangiovese grape. So Super Tuscans, they start allowing more international varieties like Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Syrah, and any of those combinations are kind of lumped together as Super Tuscans. So this is a blend of 60% Cabernet Sauvignon and 40% Merlot. There's no Sangiovese, it's strictly French varieties, but it's a beautiful wine. Comes from Tenuta Set Cieli, which is a very nice producer of different levels of wine. So this is their Cabernet blend. So excellent wine for the Reds only wine club. All right, more fun wines for the High Society Club. First, from Pierre Girardin, this is Bourgogne Rouge. So Bourgogne Rouge, what it means is that it's a Pinot Noir that comes from Burgundy, and then it comes from somewhere within Burgundy. It's kind of like something's called Sonoma. It comes from somewhere within Sonoma versus something specific like Dry Creek or Alexander Valley. The more specific it gets, typically the more expensive it gets. It's kind of similar concept there in Burgundy. There's Bourgogne wines, and then there's village level wines that are higher in price. Then there's Premier Crus, which are higher in price, and Grand Crus, which are basically the highest wines in the world. But what's special about this Bourgogne Rouge is that it comes from 3 vineyards, and all of them are probably within the most famous village within Burgundy, which is Vosne-Romanee. So I was really thrilled to get this beautiful Pinot, which all the grapes come from Vosne-Romanee. I think it's a great addition to the High Society Club. And finally, another great wine for the High Society Club. This is Etna Rosso which is from Mount Etna in Sicily. It's based on the Nerelli Mascalese grape, which is the most planted grapes on the mountain. And a couple of things about this wine it stands out. First of all, it's from old vines. So some of the vines go from 70 to 100 years old, which the idea is they produce less grapes, but more concentrated grapes, which lead to more complex wines. But the even more unusual part about this wine is that this is the latest vintage to hit the marketplace, and it's 2012. So it's 10 years, so it's been aged for a long time, which is unusual in the wine world. Typically, wines are aged at bare minimum and they're released to the marketplace. But the idea here is that they want to release the wine when it's kind of hitting its optimum drinking age, which is right now. So this is a fantastic Etna Rosso, and like I said, for the high society, Vosne-Romanee and Old Vine Etna Rossos, great collection. So brief overview, guys. I'll see you at the pickup, and have a nice day. Thank you.